Hello everyone, my name's Nisha and I am the YogicAmnesiac. So rather than giving you a whole list of updates here, I just put it in my blog. I'll put a link down in the description below to my blog. I might even link it in an annotation on the screen. So if you'd like to check that out, see the updates, see what's been going on, where I've even been, you can go check it out there and hopefully that'll help. Just doing that so that I can keep this video nice and short. No reason for me to keep giving you updates here. So today we're talking about words that I really don't like seeing around on the internet or people using. They tend to be very dangerous or harmful, and I think I might even turn this into a series of sorts whenever I see these. I have a whole list. I actually have two lists right now, but the two didn't really fit together, so I'm gonna have to do the other one as a separate video. Anyway, these are words that I've seen on the internet that are in fact buzzwords, which people love to see and they think it's a good thing, when really it's not. So this is some advice to stay healthy and safe on the internet. So you probably know what a buzzword is already, but I'll define it or give you a better idea. It's pretty much a word that's considered fashionable. That's more or less the definition. It's something that people like to see, they find attractive, and they think it means that this is what you want to be doing. It's really just a hoax and a way to get people to check out whatever you've written and fall for your gimmick oftentimes. That's not to say that every single person who uses a buzzword is lying, but a lot of people use buzzwords, abuse them, and you're actually getting lied to or harmed, or you're not getting anything out of what you're reading or experiencing. So the two biggest words I see that give me a heart attack every single time I see them are detox and cleanse. And I'm going to use alcohol as an example here. I'm not saying you shouldn't drink alcohol. I drink alcohol, but it's just the best example I can give you and the easiest one for me to use. So what people think detoxing and cleansing does is it gets rid of all sorts of toxins and bad things in your body. In reality, your body does that by itself. You have a liver, you have all sorts of bodily functions going on inside of you to expel things your body doesn't need. That's why we have to do things like go to the restroom. Our body doesn't need what's coming out, or it's done using it, or whatever, anything like that. It's the excess waste that our body doesn't need anymore. If you eat poison and you get nauseous and throw up, that's your body getting rid of a poison or toxin from your body. It will take care of it itself. So in the context of alcohol, your liver takes in the alcohol, processes it. It's a long process, but to keep it short, it takes out the bad stuff, and that's how it works. It expels all the bad stuff, and you're not going to have alcohol poisoning immediately because you drank some alcohol. Obviously, the more you drink, your liver and body can't take it and absorb it as much, so eventually you'll start throwing up, and alcohol poisoning and whatnot will eventually happen because your body just can't handle it. In that context, when it gets that bad, it becomes a poison for your body. And if you're eating a poison, you have to go to a hospital to have them do whatever they need to do to get it out of your body. Whether that's some charcoal they sometimes use, I think, or just wait it out and help your body process whatever is going on. Things like carrot juice are really good for you, but they're not going to change the toxins in your body that your body's already processing. If you're afraid that you have a lot of bad things in your body, you should be doing things like cutting out alcohol and drinking water instead. Doing a cleanse every couple of weeks doesn't actually do much for your body. Sure, you'll feel better after, but that's just because you're giving your body a break from all sorts of bad things. The other thing I don't like about these is that more often than not, these detoxes and cleanses are like just juice for a day. They tell you not to eat anything. That's really bad for you. You're actually starving yourself, and there's a really good chance you're not getting the nutrition you need. In addition to this, a lot of those juices are just mostly sugar. If you think about it, fruits and some vegetables don't have a lot in them. Things like kale and spinach are great for you, but they only offer some things. You need to eat them with things like meat or whatever else your body needs. So in reality, you're just starving yourself and feeding yourself a bunch of sugars, which is not what you want to do. And actually they've found, or I've read articles on, I should say, not that they found anything, but people have started writing articles classifying this stuff as an eating disorder. The other word that I have for you guys today is fast, and that has to do with detox and cleanse, but also losing weight fast. Losing weight fast is not good for you. Losing it too fast is really, really bad for you. If you want to lose weight very fast and rapidly, you should be talking to a doctor. I'm a huge advocate of if you want to lose weight at all, go talk to a doctor, see what they're saying. Most of the time, losing weight is perfectly healthy, and if you're doing it, safely, diet and exercise, not anything extreme, you'll be fine. But it's still better to talk to your doctor and have them check up on you and make sure your body is functioning okay. It's also important to do that things because you never know if your weight gain or your inability to lose weight just doing whatever you were doing before is caused by something else. I've known people who lead completely healthy lifestyles and they have, a thyroid condition or something else that just isn't helping them lose weight. Losing weight super fast can also involve starving yourself or dehydrating yourself. I've seen temporary solutions, and they talk about temporary overnight solutions, and oh my gosh, it's honestly just dehydrating yourself. It's not good for you. Don't do it. Your body needs water to function. It's just that simple. Your body needs water. It loves water. Drink tons of water. That should be your detox, your cleanse, and your losing weight, is drinking water. So whenever I see these words, detox, cleanse, and fast, although fast, it can kind of go both ways, I will admit, but we're going to talk about it in the more negative context. Whenever I see those words, I get really scared, and I believe that most of the time they're just preying on people hoping they're not going to do their research. On top of preying on people who have not done their research or may not know what they're looking at and believe you're an authority, these articles and videos and all sorts of things may be written by someone who has no idea what they're talking about. They tried doing a juice cleanse once or twice, subscribed to some weight loss something, and, started losing weight like crazy, but they don't actually know what it's doing to their body. There's a lot of things out there like that, so make sure you're doing your research so you're not falling for things like this and harming your own body. If you are interested in something like that, something like a weight loss, regimen or something you have to subscribe to, drill that person with questions over and over again. Go to your doctor, ask them about that, ask them what they think, and really come up with a good plan. See if that's going to be good for you. Do your research, please. These also often play on our insecurities as people, especially women, though it does happen to all sorts of other people too. I've seen it for anyone out there, but I see it mostly for women. Don't listen to it, guys. Please don't. They're honestly just trying to make you feel bad so you fall for what they're doing. One of the biggest insecurities I've seen these play off of is that small bump that women it's usually women, have just below their belly button. It's just a little bit extra fat that we have on our bodies. But because of the way our bodies are shaped and made and formed, for anyone who's female or was born female, we just have fat in certain places. That's why we have our breasts and whatnot. It's just how we're made. You can get rid of that little pooch, as some people call it, with extra practice and a lot of diet and exercise. But most people you see without that, they have these crazy six-packs. They work out like every day and diet every day, and it's crazy. Totally not worth losing pizza for me. But you can get rid of it if you really want to. I have pretty decent ab definition, and I still have a little thing going on down there. So don't feel bad about it. It's really common, and almost everyone has it. Even some men have it, so. Lastly, these before and after pictures can be edited and tweaked and all sorts of things to do that. I suggest you look up a video on how to take pictures that are flattering for your weight loss and whatnot, because you'll find that there are ways you can stand to make yourself look fat and sad, and then ways to make yourself stand to look, thin and sexy and whatever, and it's actually the exact same body. Sometimes people will lose a little bit of weight, but there are so many things you can do just to make your stomach or whatever look fatter, more curvy, less curvy, and it's just taking a picture. On top of that, we still have Photoshop these days and apps on your phone for editing and whatnot. So there are all sorts of things out there. Keep in mind, before and after pictures could be lying to you. Before pictures can also be edited, not just after pictures. You think that you're just seeing a thin person edited, but I've also seen the opposite, where the bigger body and the smaller body are both edited, and there's a good chance that there was not much to very little change. We also have the power of makeup to help us sculpt and contour things. So there are so many factors that go into this. Do not trust before and after pictures. I never do. I just read what's going on if I'm interested in a workout, see what I think it'll do, see what muscles it's targeting, what it should do, and that kind of stuff, and that usually gives me the answer I need. If you're still looking for tips on detoxes, cleansing, weight loss, anything like that, my biggest tip is to take out things from your diet like alcohol, soda, most juices in fact, if not all, coffees, teas, anything like that, and drink water instead. I've heard about people dropping pounds like crazy because they only drink water. Things like beer can be very fattening, sodas, super fattening as we know, and a lot of juices, you may not realize, have a lot of sugar in it. So if you're gonna buy some juice, I recommend you go sugar-free, just to be a little bit better. You can sweeten it on your own as well, and that way you have more control over it. But my biggest thing is drink enough water and make sure you're taking care of your body. It's also super important that you're actually eating a balanced diet and you know what you need. So if you are thinking about dieting and exercising, losing weight, detoxing, anything like that, do your research, talk to a doctor, and have fun with it and be safe. There's nothing wrong with trying out a detox and seeing what it does to your body as long as you're safe, and please be eating the whole time. Do not just do a juice cleanse. If you're curious about them though, keep doing your research and see what you find out, and I'd like to hear about your detoxes and cleanses in the comments down below. If you're interested in hearing the rest of this list or other words that I don't like hearing people say, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like this video. It lets me know that you enjoy the content that I'm making, and if you like this video, I'll be sure to make the second part at some point. And don't forget to subscribe. It's the best way for YouTube to let you know if I've released any new videos.